2 of the $27 hyper, you guys, coming your way. Check it out now. And King 3 is going to fold. Breaking my bankroll, playing sit and go 45 player. Do you think I should play cash game Zoom? I don't think you should break your bankroll management. That's just step number 1. Other than that, I think you should play whatever you enjoy. Just make sure it's within your bankroll. Ace 10 here, interesting hand. Calling a shove, calling a shove, calling a shove. So we're getting it in now. Unless it goes shove call, in which case we can probably fold. But other than that, we're going to be in there. And we see a raise here. Again, I think the plan is just to shove. We could defend as well, but we're just allowing our opponents to realize their equity with a very strong hand. So I'm all in. They fold. We pick it up. 234K. Not bad. We're guaranteed $269 right now, you guys. 5.3K for the win. It is six-handed, so it goes from 18 to 12 to 6 for the final table. And we see an open from Die Ventura. I think 7-8 suited is another example of a perfect reshove. They don't think we're going to reshove as wide, given that we played the last hand. Again, big antes here for 12,000. There's effectively 2 big blinds. Pretty easy reshove for me. When called, we have an average of like 39%, whatever. 38%. And when we're not called, we pick up a pretty big chunk of change, around 40K. We get a fold, we pick it up, and we are in a good spot. Let's win the tournament, man. Let's win the tournament, like, right as the million is starting. That would be so sick. The 6-5 on the button, do I want to open? I don't think so. Stephen Carroll, thanks, man. Come on, hope you do it today. It was great watching the EPT Prague live and watching a hype around you. The hype was pretty real, and thank you guys so much for that. Good luck, man. All the best for the PCA. Living the dream. Thank you, Stephen. Thanks, man. 6-7 suited, pretty looking hand, but there's no point here. Like 6 big blinds and 3 big blinds. I don't think it's the correct spot to do it. Jack 10 suited, though. We have lots of equity against these two, and we look pretty strong to the other two. So I like opening this hand. If we have to get it in with one of these two, it's not the worst, right? We're gonna be profiting against this player, and we're gonna be breaking even against this player, just slightly profiting because of the pot odds. So we're basically raising through 2 people here. That's it. That's all. And we see a shove, and we are gonna have to call getting 2 to 1. Jack 10 suited just has enough equity. It obviously sucks. But it's sort of just the way it is because we got a profit in the long term. And we have a flip here. We're actually slightly ahead with Jack 10. We need a club or a something. How do we brick? With the 3s, I think probably a pretty bad shove with the 3s, to be honest, given that we're near the bottom of our opening range. That's okay, though. I mean, we lose a flip. That's fine. We're still in the tournament, which is pretty decent. If you can lose a flip in a hyper and still be in the tournament, you're doing something right, probably. Going to fold the ace-deuce to the end of the gun open. Thank you, African HIV. Thank you, my friend. I'm going to do my best to win. I'm going to try. We are 13 of 14, though. We're not in a great spot anymore. We do have this other good run going on. We're 82 of 95 in the bigger 82. Guaranteed $200 right now. First place is 18K. So that's good. This is going to be a shove here because I think we have some fold equity, but we see an open under the gun, and then we have to fold. We have a couple hands to choose from getting it in here. We have a few more hands to get our chips back. Let's go, DJ Remax. We just hit 3K people, too. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Damn. 6s, yes. Yes, they will be going all in. Let's see a 6 on the flop. My brother's name on Twitch is PokerStaples PA. So just add a PA at the end of my URL, and you will have his channel. Wow, we're in such a good spot right now. Do we hold? Huge pot. Oh my goodness. That's a massive pot, you guys. We got it in 3 ways with 6s, and like I think we had a slight equity advantage. Oh my goodness, we're 5 of 13. That's so sick. Let's keep it rolling, you guys. Whew. All right. We see a shove pretty easy. Fold with the jack 7. 5 of 13. We're one person away from laddering up to $400 with the final 2 tables. Got to stay aggressive, though. Got to keep at it. All right, so we're going to have some leg here. As you can see, we're on the 30. This has been happening the last couple weeks again. Don't sweat it. I'm going to just late reg the millie by a couple minutes. Might as well wait for this tournament to finish before we reg the millie. 3 hours of late registration. You start with like 250 big blinds or something, so I don't mind missing. You know, I sometimes register the million right at the very end. So I definitely don't mind like missing 30 minutes or something to try and win this hyper. Open on the button, we're going to fold the 5-10. First bit of art for the year. Let's hope. Let's hope. First bit of art for the year. Maybe not bad. Queen deuce against king queen. King queen's going to take it down. We are down to the final 2 tables, you guys. Final 12 in this $27 hyper. Again, 5K for the win. We're in a decent position right now. Decent spot to be in. We are getting some lag. And briefly, while this hand is playing out, let's go up here to the big 109 because the 109 bounty builder, because we just flopped a straight. Straights are good. But we're down to 11 players, actually, in this thing. No action. Your chat was kind of annoying, the PokerStars chat. Well, I mean, it's not my chat, right? Like, I don't control other people. But I understand Stapes was a little bit tilted about it, which is understandable. I mean, I get it. It's cool. All right. As you win the 27 hyper, are you then up today? Definitely. Yes, definitely. Definitely would be up today by a chunk. 8-7 under the gun is just going to be a fold here. Let's take a look. Does it jump to 9? Yeah, so at 9, we jump up to $559. So in one spot, we jump up, you know, $160 or so. And, yeah, we're in 7th place. There's 10 left. See that shove. We're definitely not in a chip lead position or anything, though. Here, I can show you guys the chip stacks remaining. Here we go. So this is who we're up against. Hey, Ace King, all right. Here we go. This is going to be a defining moment in the stream dream. This is a huge equity pot. We're talking like probably $1,700. No, even more. We're talking probably $2,400 pot we're about to play, you guys. Around $2,400 in value. Is this the dream? We have a flip. We need help. Let's go, Dottie. Ace on the river. 419,000. We're in a good spot. We pick up the 6-6. Gonna reshove against a button open. Very easily, but it folds to us. We're gonna shove. So sick, you guys. Let's go. We're in 3rd place of 8. We're guaranteed $560, 2 away from the final table. Easy fold. I don't care if I get 2-1. Well, you should start caring. That's how you make money. All right. I'll keep going. See an open here. Don't think I'm going to reach up the king 8. We are in 4th of 7. We're 1 away from the final table, you guys. We are 1 spot away from a lemon lion. The hype is real. When we get to the final table, if a sub can put it in sub mode, please, or a mod can put it in sub mode. When we get to the final table, I love you guys. I just don't want any spoilers in the chat, you know. When we get to the final table only. 5-7 here, not going to open. A little bit too weak to open, even given the ICM pressure that we can apply on our opponents. It's still a little bit too weak. King 10 against Ace King. Oh my God, King 10 though with the trips. King 10 though with the trips. It's not over. Jack 9, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do against a shove here. We just got to fold. There's definitely some ICM pressure that's going to come into play as well, given the stacks. Like, if we bust now, take a look at the chip stacks here, right? There's 3 people underneath us that have a lot less chips, and we're tied with a couple others. Oh, we have an all-in. 7s against Ace Deuce. We're at the final table, you guys. Let's go. Let's make this happen. First place is $5,000. In 6th place, we're guaranteed $959. What are the other pay jumps? $1,300 for 5th place. 4th place is $2,000. 3rd place is $3,000. 2nd place is $4,000. And again, that first place, $5,300. You guys know what this is. We got to wait till the next hand happens. Warm them up, you guys. Get the emotes out there. Warm them up. Get ready for this early Sunday final table. I hope we can win it. I really do. Here we go. Sweat. Leg. Sweat leg. There we go. Lemon Lion, let's go, you guys. Down to 6. We're 4 of 6 right now. Guaranteed $1,000. A lot more thousands to play for. There's still 4,300 out there on the table. How's our table looking? It seems like there's a bunch of regulars. As we pick up 7s here, this is going to be a shove for us. We don't want to min-raise and have to call. We're just going to shove. August KB, very good player. I think was up there in the leaderboard this year for PokerStars, for tournaments. Really great year. I think this is a regular, although I don't have very many hands on them. This person is definitely a regular. We just don't have them tagged yet. So we'll do that. And yep, that's all we have for notes right now. So we'll see. There we go. Pick it up. Nice. It's going to put us in a decent position. I'm going to fold the Queen 6 here. So we are still 4 of 6. But we do have these 2 sort of significantly shorter stacks on our right. Let's go, Poker Hype. Let's go, man. Let's go. And we see shove on the button. We can't call with the 10-7. Just going to be a folds. That is Summit 1G shirt. Hoodie, man. I went for the hoodie. Ugh. Yes, it is. 1G's out in the chat, please. Thank you. Good energy to you, man. Thank you, Luck Loose. Thanks. Jack 8 here, blind versus blind. This is sort of an interesting situation. Because we do have these 2 short stacks on our right, I think shoving is probably risking a little bit too much here with 16 big blinds. And also because our opponent is too deep. If they had like 600K here, I think I'd shove. Because it would basically put their tournament at risk if we shoved. But I don't think their tournament's at risk. So we limp with the Jack 8 and they raise to 3x here. We may just have to fold. We are getting 2.5 to 1, but we do have these 2 short stacks on our right. And so I think just limp folding, which is pretty weak, but I mean, we only invested 15,000 here to win a, decent sized spot. So I think it's fine. I think there's a few hands you can limp fold, and given the ICM pressure of these 2 being shorter than me, I think we can limp fold Jack 8, which is normally a hand in this spot, by the way. We're limp calling, but I think in this spot we can limp fold. And Jack 6 suited on the button. I don't know. I don't know if this is a shove, given the other stacks at the table. I think I'll fold. I mean, it is a hyper. Again, so the blinds go up quickly as they just went up to 20K, 40K. But again, these stacks, worry me. There's probably some hyper regs out there in the chat that, know exactly what to do, exactly their ranges, I'm used to the antes being a little bit smaller, so I don't know what to shove there. Jack 4 suited, it is suited, But the determining factor that makes me want to fold is that they have such a big chip stack that like they don't have to worry about calling with a hand that's slightly ahead and losing because they're still going to be fine in the tournament. So, and Queen 8 suited we're going to fold as well. We're down to 75 in the bigger 82 as well, you guys. Petu Zoo PKR, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate that. Welcome to Staples Table. Hearts out for Petu PZKR. Hearts out, you guys. Jack 10, do we shove here? I don't think so because of the 6 big blind stack is going to call pretty wide. So again, I think we folds. A7 against Ace9. Hey, we ladder. Sorry, I was watching the Lemon Lion off to the side. We ladder up, you guys. We're up to 1372. Still another 5K to play for, but a nice little $400 ladder there. So he's shoving the button. We're going to fold. And now we're in 5th place. I mean, we're basically tied with this player here. But it shouldn't be too hard to ladder up from here. If we see a shove from Tia, we would have called. August KB min raises under the gun. I think they're going to do this with a pretty wide range and actually have a raise folding range. Ace-10 suited is definitely strong enough for me, even with this stack here, with us being the shortest. So, I mean, ICM pressure is a thing, but, like, I think, as we see here, August KB has a raise fold range just because he can put so much pressure on these two, right? It's just like there's so much pressure on these two. If it folds to us, we shove the ace deuce fairly clearly. Both our opponents now, with us having 538K, we're at a closer stage where I think they call a little bit tighter. And it's an ace on the button, I mean, with hyper antes. With hyper antes. Queen 9 not going to be a play. And by the way, we're up to 25,000 in the big 82, you guys. Down to 74 people. First place is 18,000 in that one. Hopefully we can pull it out. Hopefully. And, this seems like relatively close to me, but I'm going to fold. I don't know if I'm supposed to shove there or not. I don't know. That month off showing its wear, and that I'm thinking about these spots a lot more than I had to a month ago. I still think I'm coming to decent conclusions, you know, but oh my goodness, oh my damn, and wow, this is pretty gross. I don't think we can ICM fold here, given that these two are pretty high. It does suck because like we could be entering a flip here and end up 5th if we lose the flip. But I think we have to call with ace-king. This is a gross spot. But I think we have to call, so we will. Against queen 5, do we hold? Yes, we do, you guys. 1.3 million chips. We're in the lead of the tournament. Come on! Let's go, you guys! Vamos out in the chat. Some hype. Who is it? Who is it? Who was it? It's a resub from Sick Individual. Thank you so much, Sick Individual. I appreciate it, man. Welcome back to Staples Table. Hearts out, you guys. Pretty easy raise for us here with the 9 deuce, to be honest. And the reason why, even though it's a crappy hand, look at all these short stacks, right? Second place here, if they bust before the short stacks, it's a disaster. Oh, it's a disaster. So they can't do that. Deuce 8 just going to be a fold on the button. $5,000. We're playing for it. It's not guaranteed, but we're trying. And we see a shove here for 6 big blinds, just going to fold. Kevin Martin in the house. It's my roommate, Kevin Martin, 987. You guys, fellow streamer here on Twitch. You should know him. If you don't, I don't know what you're doing. It's his birthday. Check him out later tonight. He's going to be streaming. Thanks for tuning in, man. Happy birthday. Jacks, we're going to open here. We're going to call reshoves from everyone, by the way. But we are going to be opening like weekends here too, you know? That we're raise folding to these two and then calling against these two. So that's why we're going to min raise there. You ended 2015 with a win. Let's start 2016 with one. Okay. All right. I like that plan. That sounds good to me. And we see a shove here for 336. Unfortunately, can't call with our 8 deuce. And fold there, and fold here. Try to fold. Oh, we're on the 45 right now, so there's going to be a little bit of stars lag right now as the new tournaments are launching. I see it's happening on my other tables as well. So all Gucci, man. Fold. There we go. We're back in action. Almost. There we go. Ace 5, just going to be a shove for us here. And I do think we can probably get this in against... Ooh, I don't think we could have called that. But pretty easy shove now for us. 150,000 dead, so this is profitable without these stacks, right? Even if we don't have the stack set up, if we are down to 30 players, this is definitely a shove. But it's even more of a shove because of the other stacks at the table. With any 2 cards, by the way. Any 2 cards. We get deuce 3 there, we shove. We don't get cards, we probably shove. We get a misdeal and we don't have any cards at all, we're still shoving there, I think. Same here with the king 8. Call by queen jack, pretty standard. I think that's a good start for us. If we can hold, we're down to 4, and we do, you guys, with a 2 pair over 2 pair. August KB, very good player. And 7-8, with everyone's stacks being equal. Again, this is going to be a shove here, you guys. This is going to be a shove-orama fest for a while. We get called by the 700K. Obviously not what we want to see, but still going to be a shove because of the pressure of the payouts. I expect this to be very strong. Ace-king, I think is actually... maybe a mistake to call there? Nah, I think you got to call with ace-king. Either way, we're in second place now. Oh, just pick up the aces. Not a big deal. Don't walk me. Don't walk, dude. Don't. Oh, my God. Come on, Dottie. What? Kayla. This is a 6 spot with king-queen suited as well. I think it's going to be a reshove. Because even if we lose here, we're 800K, and that's fine. We're still doing okay. I think we have just such an equity advantage against this opponent as well. So I think it's going to be a reshove with the king-queen suited. Resub hype from Shramo. Is that Shramo? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Do we hold king-queen against 4s? Yes, we do, you guys. Let's go. That's a straight. We're down to 3. We're guaranteed $3,000 right now. We have another $2,300 left to play for. Not a bad start to the day, if I say so myself. We're going to fold the 7-10 here. Shramo, thank you so much for the resub, man. Appreciate that. 3 months in a row. Hearts out, you guys. King 4 against Ace King. We want a 4. We'd like to take it heads up, but the Ace King is going to get there. Actually, this is probably better for our equity. I'm selfishly saying I want to get a heads up just because it's nice to ladder up. But the thing is, these two are pretty equal in stacks, you know? So we can put pressure on both of them at this stage. Shove, we fold. We are basically, we're going to do a lot of very thin edge flipping for $2,300 right now, you guys. A lot on the line. 4-10 suited, do we want to shove here? I think so. They have to call pretty tight, given that both of them are the same stack. Big antes in the hyper. We pick it up. 1.7 milli. 3-7, I think a little bit too wide through 2 people. For sure, a little bit too wide. We get a walk, 1.8 million. Pocket 4s, obviously, we're going to get in if it folds to us. If they shove, I don't think we can call. It puts us in too great of risk to get back to our stack where we were before. Deuce 8, same thing. A little bit too weak, I think, through 2 people. Can you understand the queen 5 shove from your opponent? Yes, yes I can. Because everyone's stacks are equal, right? So this is something called ICM pressure, independent chip model. It's a way of modeling when people are equal chip stacks, right? When 5th through 2nd is tied, it's a really big mistake to bust in 5th. So people have to adjust their strategy based on the pay scale, which is why you can make some weird shoves like that that don't seem to make sense, but actually do make sense mathematically. And that's why August KB shoved the queen 9 suited. It was one of those spots. This is also going to be a shove here. The 8-10 suited. Snap called again for 613K. Are we going to do the same thing where we just get back to where we were? I don't know. We'll see. Called in both spots. We just need an 8. Or a queen or a 7. Or a 7! Or a 7, Dottie! A 7 is all we need! We take down the tournament! The dream, you guys! Let's go! Double knockout with the 8-10 suited. $5,300 in the bank. Let's take a look at this. Let's just drag this up a little bit. Let's just drag that up a little bit. Come on, Dottie. Let's go, you guys. Oh my God. It's a pretty good feeling when you win a tournament and the million just started 20 minutes ago, you know? That's a good start to a Sunday. Thanks so much for watching part 2 of the $27 Hyper. We'll be back for another part, I think. I don't know, maybe this is it. But anyways, thanks so much. We'll see y'all next time.